Antonio meeting for the first time this season. Can Las Vegas end San Antonio's 5-game win streak? Lineups and kickoff when we come back. Las Vegas, Nevada, site of a showdown in the Western Conference tonight. Las Vegas Lights FC hosting San Antonio FC, presented by De Castro Verde Law Group. Good evening, Matt Peterson with the former MLS Cup champion Josh Gardner. Should be a great one tonight. Two teams in good form. Las Vegas, 2 straight 1-0 road wins. Meanwhile, San Antonio, winners of 5 consecutive games.
Like you said, Matt, 5 wins for both teams out of the last 6. This is going to be a fun game to watch in the Western Conference.
Okay, for Las Vegas Lights, 2 straight wins on the road, first at Rio Grande Valley, most recently at Oakland by a 2-0 scoreline, getting goals from a variety of places now. That's Tony Leone rising at the back post, second phase of a set piece.
No, you love to see it. The young player getting up, winning his match over his defender, ball coming in and rising. It's great to see it, and that'll be a big game tonight for him on set pieces.
Big piece of Mexico's U20 national team, his first of the season for Las Vegas Lights. Meanwhile, for San Antonio FC, a showdown with El Paso last weekend, and Santiago Patino, the Colombian, stays hot. That's the game winner. He now has 4 goals in his last 3 games.
He's got a good run of form, like you said, Matt. Very confident on the ball. Looks like they're looking for an offside trap, maybe a little stop right there, but keeper's got to do a little bit better to make that save.
He missed the first 5 games of the year with injury. He's now back in great form, leading San Antonio FC, and they're 5-0 when he starts this season. It's Las Vegas Lights and San Antonio meeting for the first time this season. Can Las Vegas end San Antonio's 5-game win streak? Lineups and kickoff when we come back.
Wendy's without the Wendy's app is like a hamburger without the fresh beef.
No!
Get the app to order ahead, order delivery, earn free food, and get app-exclusive offers. One app, all the Wendy's.
So, you have a wedding, and you forgot to get a haircut. Just open the Great Clips online check-in app. In a few taps, you're in, out, and wow. Pretty much the best-looking guy at the party. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details in clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We know life gets hectic. Work, kids, sports. Who could expect you to remember ice for the barbecue, diapers for the baby, or maybe it's food for the dog? Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you. With all the essential items you need, complete with contactless delivery right to your doorstep. And ordering couldn't be easier with the free Terrible Social House app or online at terribleherbs.com. You got this. Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by CoinCloud, the easiest way to buy and sell cryptocurrency. By Cazadores Tequila, real tequila for real people. And by Local 525, proud supporter of Las Vegas Lights FC. Cashman Field, Las Vegas, Nevada. Good matchup on tap tonight. Las Vegas Lights FC hosting San Antonio FC. Here's the starting lineup for Las Vegas Lights FC under first-year head coach Enrique Duran and the formidable partnership up front, Trejo and Jennings.
It'll be interesting to see how they work together in this formation of 4-4-2. Can they get at that back line and create a little bit of havoc on them?
Now for San Antonio FC under Alan Marcin, a bit depleted. Some big pieces out, including the captain PC, but the front three is unchanged. Justin Dillon, Santiago Patino, and Sam Adeniran, very formidable for Vegas to handle tonight.
They've got a very strong front three, and now you see their bench is very depleted, right? Like you were saying, Matt. So let's see how they work on the outsides against the Lights.
No backup goalkeeper for San Antonio FC. 5-man bench. And as we mentioned, the captain PC is out. A lower body injury. Another important piece who is out. Yasser Kamiri is out with illness. So Vegas will try to manage this game. We know San Antonio FC, 11 wins by 1 goal. They haven't lost when they've scored this season, 15-0-1.
Incredible.
And a perfect 13-0 when scoring first.
No, they're a very strong team. I mean, they've got Dylan up top. They've got Adeniran and Patino, all guys who can score goals when they need to. And Maloney, that captain, really getting on the ball, finding those players' feet, and they do all the rest. They can score goals.
Very good road team, San Antonio FC. On the road, 9-2. And in those 11 road games, 5 shutouts. Matt Peterson with Josh Gardner, some technical difficulties from Cashman Field, but this should be a great matchup tonight. The directness of San Antonio FC, they don't like to possess the ball. They don't really need the ball, but they can beat you with the chances they get.
Oh, when players or teams have identities and they know what they're good at, right? They've got a front three who can score goals. Why not change it? Or do you need to change it, right? I think you were telling me, Matt, earlier that they've had 19 different lineups.
Yes.
But they still get the same results. So what's going on there?
20th different lineup tonight. Power difficulties at Cashman Field in Las Vegas right before kickoff. We know some thunderstorms were brewing in Las Vegas, but it seems like for Alan Marcina, 20 different lineups, no problem with his veteran group.
No problem with that. But let's talk about the Lights. Maybe a 4-4-2 that you saw on the screen there a little bit earlier. How is Cal and how are Trejo going to work together to drop that line, maybe play a block of 8 to try and take away some of the chances that San Antonio are looking to get?
Well, Vegas has won 4 out of 5. San Antonio, 5 straight wins, only 1 goal conceded during that time. This is one of the best teams in the USL Championship, and we know Vegas already has some good wins on the ledger. 2 wins against Phoenix already, a road win at El Paso, win in San Diego, a home win against Orange County, the reigning champion. This might be considered the best result of them all if Vegas can get 3 points tonight.
Well, they get 3 points. I think they can jump El Paso, which is right ahead of them, which is important, right? Because you're getting closer to the end of the year. You're in a good run of form. This is a great matchup against the top team in the league. So can you get a result?
PC is out tonight. He's the captain. As a former player, what's it like when the skipper's out?
I mean, everybody's ready to step up and take over. I think Maloney is a good fill-in for that. I mean, you can see he's got a wealth of experience and is a great player, and I think he demands that respect from the players around him. So I don't think there's a big miss by not having PC in the lineup.
We'll see the directness of San Antonio FC on display. It's this formidable front three, Dylan, Patino, and Adeniran against Las Vegas. Should be a great matchup tonight.
Yeah, I think Laura and Leona are going to have their hands full. Can they get tight on that front three and make sure that they can push the ball backwards and negative so they can get numbers behind the ball to protect?
All right, power issues from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. The game has been delayed. You're not missing anything from Cashman Field. The game has not begun just yet. We will take a break and come back with more updates. Las Vegas Lights hosting San Antonio FC. The very first meeting of the season will have to wait due to some weather in the Las Vegas area, and those teams will be ready to go after a short delay. We'll come back with more updates from Cashman Field, Las Vegas Lights, and San Antonio FC in a delay at this moment.
Wendy's without the Wendy's app is like a hamburger without the fresh beef.
No!
Get the app to order ahead, order delivery, earn free food, and get app-exclusive offers. One app, all the Wendy's.
So, you have a wedding and you forgot to get a haircut. Just open the Great Clips online check-in app. In a few taps, you're in, out, and wow. Pretty much the best looking guy at the party. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We know life gets hectic. Work, kids, sports. Who could expect you to remember ice for the barbecue, diapers for the baby, or maybe it's food for the dog? Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you. With all the essential items you need, complete with contactless delivery right to your doorstep. And ordering couldn't be easier with the free Terrible Social House app or online at terribleherbs.com. You got this. Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you.
Welcome back after a brief weather delay. Kickoff from Cashman Field in Las Vegas, about 15 minutes after originally planned. Las Vegas Lights against San Antonio FC. Can Las Vegas take down the top team In the USL Championship, San Antonio FC enters tonight's match on 46 points, only 3 defeats on the season. Las Vegas is in black, San Antonio's in white, and underway from Cashman Fields. There's some power outages in the stadium due to local weather. About a 15-minute weather delay underway from Cashman Field, the first meeting of the season between Las Vegas and San Antonio. And Josh Gardner, what are you watching for early on in this one?
Well, when you got weather coming in like it is, can you get a goal pretty quickly just to change the dynamic? Because if the game prolongs and there's little spells of playing and having to wait, it's very tough to play in these types of conditions.
Vegas has won 5 of 6 after a 7-game winless run. And San Antonio FC in its best form of the season, winners of 5 straight matches. 1 goal conceded that time, and by the way, they beat El Paso 1-0 away last week to clinch Copa Tejas, the first trophy in club history.
Oh, it's pretty cool to win a trophy, especially against clubs in your area. Winners of the Texas Cup.
But some injury issues tonight for San Antonio FC. No backup goalkeeper tonight. The captain, PC, is out. He left the matchup against El Paso 62nd minute with a lower body injury. Only 5 available on the bench, but as we've seen from Alan Marcina's group this year, it's the 20th different starting lineup used in 20 games, and the best record in the league through 19.
No, I would say this. Coach Duran hopefully told his team, hey, they don't have a backup goalkeeper, right? It changes things. If he goes down, who jumps in goal?
I'm sure a few players auditioned for that responsibility, but they'll hope Jordan Farn can make it through 90 minutes. It's a team that can beat you in a variety of ways. Well documented that it's a very direct team. Possession numbers are low, passing accuracy is low, but quite effective. 34 goals for, 14 goals against through 19 games. Here's the injury report presented by Dignity Health Physical Therapy. You can see a few big names missing for San Antonio FC. Gaines and Molina remain out for Las Vegas Lights FC. The injury report was updated just before the match by San Antonio FC.
Oh, what a save.
First good chance for San Antonio FC. Well saved, that's Tomas Romero getting the start in goal. Diving clearance from Las Vegas and away from Quezada. It's Abraham Romero who's had the last 2 shutouts for Las Vegas Lights, but Tomas starts tonight. There's Frank DeRoma in his 2nd season with Las Vegas. Another excellent season.
Pretty hard challenge on DeRoma there. Surprised that the referee didn't come over and talk about the challenge, but go back to that save by Romero. Incredible save. Really had to be aware and alert. And you see Maloney here on the ball. Creative player, can whip balls in. And you've got some big players up top from San Antonio that can really cause damage.
That was Patino trying to slide it through at the top of the area. As Coach Enrique Duran told us this week, it's a very organized team. They don't find themselves in bad situations at the numerical disadvantage. One of the most organized and disciplined teams in the USL Championship, that's San Antonio FC.
Well, they've got some older players, some guys who have some veteran leadership, and they know how to play the game.
Yasser Kamiri, the Tunisian, is out for a 2nd straight game with illness. David Loera remains out with a lower body injury. PC out after leaving the El Paso match. Diouf is out as well. And Jude Bossard is a young academy player who is unavailable tonight. Would be the backup goalkeeper. Here's that chance early on.
Great whipped in ball. Fingertip save just off the bar. But it's great to see the defenders come back and make sure they clear that ball off the line.
Would have been another goal for Santiago Patino. He has 4 goals in his last 3 games, including the winner at El Paso. Missed the first 5 games with injury. And when he starts, San Antonio is 5-0 this season.
You know, Cashman Field is very narrow. It's not as wide as some of the fields they play on. So I would imagine Coach Marcina is saying, hey, get the ball in the box. Can we get chances, create some chaos inside the 18, and get that goal early?
Keys to the match presented by Finlay Chevy.
So be aware of direct play from the Las Vegas Lights. Don't concede first, like you said earlier, Matt. When San Antonio scores first, their record is pretty good.
Yeah, outstanding, 13-0 when scoring the first goal.
And then for San Antonio, can you manage the game against a team who is on a good run of form, low on the bench, right? If you don't manage the game, you're gonna concede, and then obviously, can you get beat on the counter? You got to be careful with this Lights team who like to go quick.
Too heavy on that pass. It's Torres trying to find Traore on the overlap. Every coach we speak with about Las Vegas Lights, it's the transitional moments for Cal Jennings and Danny Trejo and company. They're so good in transition. Vegas will force the turnover, and then they're wonderful on the break.
Well, you got Cal coming back and forth from LAFC, and there's a reason why, because he can score goals and he's extremely dangerous, has good pace, has good vision, and then you have Trejo up top who complements him so well.
There's Bjorn Schultz, scored the game winner against Rio Grande Valley 2 weeks ago. Shot from distance from the Norwegian. Here comes Quezada, pushing forward from his outside back position. Now he's going to try to chip the goalkeeper, and it's palmed over the bar by Jordan Farr. Enrique Duran, pleased with the audacity of Alvaro Quezada.
Coach loves it. I love to see coaches, they get excited about their players. But the awareness just to see the goalkeeper off his line and try and chip him, love it.
Oh, it's been a turnaround this year for Quezada, who's had to play multiple positions. Watch this.
Oh, little look over to Cal. Keeper thinks he's going to cross it in, and now he tries to chip him.
Farr was ready for that one. Quezada's been excellent. Maybe a bit tentative early this season. Coach Duran and the staff asked him to be more assertive in the final third. He's had to play all over the fields. Here's a Jarritos corner kick for Las Vegas. Delivery from Crisostomo to the near post. And wide by Quezada.
Well, we talked about it before, Matt. Cashman Field is very narrow. Can you get your big guys up top? Can you get set pieces? Can you get chances from those?
Now Leon tracking back. You see Traore organizing. San Antonio will build with Connor Maloney, who started all 20 games this season. It's a nice bending ball into the path of Patino. And Patino waits for support as he works against Biosho.
We talked about it earlier. It looks like Las Vegas Lights are going to a 4-5-1, trying to play a mid-block. Good little spell of possession by San Antonio.
Frustrating cross that time. Container, who also has started all 20 games, and there is Alan Marcina. This team has been so good since he's taken over to start the 2020 season on the road. One of the best teams in the USL Championship. Away from home, and this season 9-2 on the road, including 5 shutouts and 4 1-0 wins.
Now, Coach Marcino is a great player, playing for quite a few clubs and teams, and he sees the game well. He organizes his team. He knows what he wants. He's got the players to get the job done, and there's a reason why they're top of the league.
Rowan flicked on. Out forward by Dillon. Out to midfield on a stormy night in Las Vegas. Torres will turn. Wide for Traore. Trejo with Traore. And Vegas will be very patient to build across the back.
Got to be patient. Got to be patient with a team who has low numbers on the bench. Keeping the ball, making these older players run a little bit more, work a little bit harder.
There's Jennings, central. And Trejo pulls it wide as we saw the match odds presented by Westgate Superbook. San Antonio the favorite, but Vegas, so many wins this season, win the underdog entering the match.
Well, winners of 5 out of the last 6, I don't know how those odds are in favor of San Antonio.
This is one of the best teams in the league, best on points, so many numbers in their favor. Plus 20 goal difference for San Antonio FC. You have to give Marcin a lot of credit. A lot of roster turnover. There's Enrique Duran. And Marcin has done a great job finding other players from around the league, inserting them in the lineup, and then thriving this season in San Antonio. There is some continuity, but a lot of players in their first season doing quite well for San Antonio.
Well, like we talked about, they've got an identity. They know what they're about. And so it's easy to move players in and out of the roster and in and out of the lineups and still get the same result.
15-minute weather delay. Thunderstorms in the Las Vegas area delayed this one by a quarter hour. Now San Antonio pushing forward, and a hard challenge there. A yellow card will be shown.
Maybe too early of a yellow card from the referee. I thought it was a good challenge. Maybe we see it here. The referee saw something different.
Jervis Adagana, the referee tonight.
Abdul Salam, an older player, played at Sporting Kansas City. Trying to reassert himself, maybe trying to get back into the MLS. You see it here, loses the challenge, leaves his foot up just a little bit too high. Referee didn't like it.
Saad Abdul Salam, first year with San Antonio. One of those players we mentioned. Well-traveled last year with Columbus Crew, you mentioned it. Sporting Kansas City, New York City FC, Seattle, FC Cincinnati before that. But player that Marcin knows, brings him in, he's a starter, and San Antonio FC atop the table.
Well, he's been around, so he's going to bring that type of leadership to this organization and to this team. And I think Coach Marcina knows what he's going to get out of him.
An outside back on a yellow card inside the first quarter hour for San Antonio FC. Good defending as Lara heads away. A little self-pass, that's well done. San Antonio looking for the opening goal. Well defended. You had 5 or 6 black shirts inside the 6-yard box there.
Really good defensive play by Las Vegas, getting numbers right into that goal area. It's extremely dangerous, but you see it, they're getting the ball wide. They're trying to get the ball in the box from crosses, just floating those balls in and trying to create a little bit of chaos for the Lights.
Player down for San Antonio FC. It's Nicky Hernandez. He makes the start tonight, his 7th start. He's in for the injured PC. On loan from FC Dallas.
You see it here, ball comes in, does well to head the ball out, just reaches in. Just get caught in the face there.
Yeah, his face hit the hip of Christian Torres, who was trying to latch onto the loose ball.
Is it a set piece for San Antonio?
I think it's going to be a restart, like a
drop ball.
Give it back to Las Vegas. But Hernandez gets the start tonight. His last was June 28th against Tulsa. Good numbers last couple seasons with North Texas, USL League One, 6 goals, 5 assists. Tonight's his 12th appearance, his 7th start. It's very windy at Cashman tonight. Confetti flying around.
Is that confetti or money?
Gusts of 35 miles per hour a few months ago with Pittsburgh in town.
That changes the game too. You see that free kick from Romero, doesn't even cross the halfway line.
A pop-up storm in Las Vegas tonight has wreaked havoc on this first half.
Now when you play with the wind, you play completely different when you play against. And I think that's, San Antonio knows that. Can they get opportunities, like you said, when they score first? They've got an extremely good record and they're solid and tough to score against. So hopefully it stays the same way second half and the Lights can use the win to their advantage.
Did you know all AARP members receive a bi-monthly magazine that addresses the needs of the 50-plus population, such as health, finance, and travel? AARP Nevada. Jordan Farr off his line. 27-year-old, grew up in Salem, Oregon, the capital. Went to Corbin University there. Good story. He joined on loan when Matt Cardoni, the fan favorite, suffered injury. Was the goalkeeper in the playoffs. Comes back for his first full season. After spending the last 4 years with Indy 11. Amazing numbers for Farr this year. 8 shutouts in 16 appearances, only 12 goals conceded.
Oh, he's playing with a ton of confidence. Ball staying super central for the Lights. They need to open up, try and get the ball a little bit wider and expand this back line from San Antonio.
Direct here from San Antonio FC.
He's done well there.
Kept in play and Lara clears. San Antonio applies the pressure. Little self-pass to the end line from Hernandez, and it's Quezada with the last touch. Good work from Jennings tracking back. Good to see Nicky Hernandez back on his feet after receiving treatment. Enrique Duran looking on. First year as the head coach, was the assistant for Steve Tarundolo. Steve Tarundolo leading LAFC atop the MLS table. Some big name signings. Gareth Barrow, Chiellini as well, and we asked about stories from those two, and he said the professionalism has stood out. The first two to arrive on most days.
Incredible.
At LAFC training.
That changes the culture of a club very quickly. Maybe we'll see them with the Lights, huh? Maybe.
Steve Tarundolo and company will hope that they'll be firmly entrenched with LAFC. No injury needs to get a game in Las Vegas.
Cal's looking to run in behind there, but the back line's dropping. I think he's got to pull him away and then drop underneath, and I think that's the ball that they were looking for. And just a little miscommunication between the two.
Connor Maloney wears the armband tonight with PC out due to injury. Here's Maloney.
Leaves his leg out. Hits the captain.
Maloney's third year with San Antonio, before that Pittsburgh and Columbus Crew. Been ever present, his 20th start tonight. He and Mitchell Tainer have started every game this season.
Here's another cross. Really trying to throw the ball in there as much as they can. Testing out this defensive unit from Las Vegas. Take your time, catch your breath, see what they're going to give you. Playing against the wind, so it's always going to play a little bit different.
Direct here from Las Vegas.
It seems like Cal's more in like a free roll where he's just dropping back into midfield and kind of floating from side to side. Doesn't necessarily look like it's a 4-5-1. I guess when Trejo stays high, Cal comes underneath into midfield.
Take it towards the corner. It's going to be a restart here for San Antonio FC. Alan Marcina talking things over with his assistant coaches.
Matt, it's not an easy place to play at Cashman, right? They can make this place their fortress. It's tight, it's narrow, get numbers around the ball, be aware of set pieces and crosses, and you'll always be able to get a result.
It's good built-up play from San Antonio FC. They get it in the box. Traore gets there first. And if Sam Adinaran.
Got to be stronger there in that challenge.
Shot well blocked by Frank DeRoma. And this Las Vegas team has done it away from home. 5 wins away from Cashman Field, 4 wins at home. And really some highs and lows, winless in 7, a real goal-scoring drought without the likes of Trejo and Jennings consistently. Trejo had a small injury. Jennings was primarily with LAFC during that span. But since that 7-game winless run, Vegas have taken 15 of 18 possible points. now starting to get goals from different areas. Of course, Trejo, Jennings, the leading lights, but Morten Bjørshol got his first of the year. Leon, the headed goal against Oakland last week.
You got to have multiple streams of income, if you will, right? Guys who can score goals, defenders who are getting up on set pieces, scoring goals. You can't just rely on that pair of Trejo and Jennings.
There's Traore, the left back. Improved Las Vegas defending team, a team that last year would fade oftentimes in the second half, but has been much better consistently. And asked Enrique Duran this week what it meant to get back-to-back clean sheets away from home. And he said it's a group mentality, a team mentality, and a belief in one another to get those results.
Yeah, if you can be consistent in that, you can build off of it, right? Each game a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And now they're getting clean sheets. Now you can believe that you can get more clean sheets. Now you're playing in a game where it's going to matter at the end. This is good movement right here.
Traore joins.
Has good pace for an outside back.
That's Carter Manley defending him. Manley, another of those players, first year with San Antonio. Actually was on loan to Las Vegas back in 2018, so it's a long-awaited homecoming after stints in between with RGV, Minnesota United, and forward Madison. Quezada. One goal allowed in the last 450 minutes before play tonight.
Those are some good numbers from San Antonio.
What do you see? Coach Duran says it's the organization, their discipline. They never find themselves at a numerical disadvantage in the defensive third.
Well, it's effort, right? It's a team mentality, like you said earlier. Can they get numbers around the ball? Can they protect the goal? If you get clean sheets, you're going to get results, and you're going to get that chance, Trejo, Jennings, or maybe from one of your center backs getting a header to win the game for you.
It's a good ball from Leon into the win. Find his Mexico U20 teammate Christian Torres, who settles at the circle. Now it's Traore wide for Trejo. And Daroma peeks over the shoulder. Too far in front of Leon. Traore, I should say. A deep throw in here for San Antonio FC. Sadabul Salam, the 30-year-old who's from Ohio, played at Akron.
He's bounced around quite a bit, but he's a good player, can get up and down the line from a wide area, puts in a good ball. San Antonio likes to move the ball from right to left, really using Maloney. He's a great player, can whip the ball in. You've seen how many crosses this first 24 minutes of the game. You've got that wind, it's just beating on Romero in this back line for Las Vegas.
Very windy at Cashman Field after a 15-minute weather delay. A restart coming here for San Antonio FC from midfield. Fan went over the railing, quickly apprehended.
Maybe the win?
Maybe.
Maybe got too excited.
From midfield, the restart comes from San Antonio FC. Well defended. Chrysostomo's clearance leads to a goal kick.
Not a lot of composure when the balls are coming in. They're really just trying to clear the ball out. Not looking to really build.
Maloney wins it back. Abu through midfield. Big clearance from Traore. AARP members receive a bulletin published 10 times a year reporting on national and state legislation, as well as programs affecting the 50-plus age community. AARP Nevada. Busy night across the USL Championship. A few eyes on Sacramento. The first half against your former clubs, Josh, Sporting Kansas City in the other semifinal, Orlando, a 5-1 win over New York Red Bulls earlier this evening. So Orlando's into the US Open Cup final.
That's exciting. Always getting into a cup final. It's to bring a trophy home, right? It means the world to these players, and they got a great opportunity. But I love to see Sacramento breaking those lines and trying to get into it in a big game for them tonight against Sporting.
Bruno Lappa, first hat trick. Birmingham Legion history, a 6-1 win over Loudoun United. Busy night across USL Championship. Hartford Athletic and RGV scoreless at HEB Park tonight. The best chance of this match came to Santiago Patino off a good delivery from the left. Header towards the upper corner, well saved. Tomas Romero, who makes his 9th start for Las Vegas in goal tonight.
Well, every cross that comes in, Romero's got to be aware, got to be ready. Lara and Leon have to be aware, have to know where their man is.
One other match with big implications in the Western Conference, Oakland hosting Phoenix tonight. That match scoreless in the 54th minute. Phoenix trying to save its season after a slow start. 2 of those defeats to Las Vegas this year. And Oakland suffered a 2-0 home loss to Las Vegas last weekend.
It's a good ball by Maloney.
There's the cross from Dillon, it's headed away. I guess have defended its box very well tonight.
Just need one chance, though. Just need one chance. That's why they're trying to put as many crosses in.
Jennings nearly caught in possession. Back for Leon, under some pressure. Wisely concedes a throw, and there's the pressure from San Antonio FC.
Yeah, San Antonio just creeping those lines up a little bit higher as the game goes on. Trying to push for that first goal.
Long throw-in from San Antonio FC, headed out by Traore. San Antonio has a cross blocked from the right. Abdul Salam regathers possession.
Got 3 or 4 guys in the box for...
Bad turnover. There's Hernandez centering it. The shot is blocked. Excellent from Bjorshol. He slides over to block the shot from the top of the box.
Is that Adeniran on his left foot? Doesn't use his right foot very often, but can score goals with his left. Force him to his right foot, he doesn't get any chances on goal.
Adeniran 4 goals in only 7 games so far on loan. It's a great block from the Norwegian.
Love to see Bjorshol get in there, use his body, protect the goal, making Romero's job a lot easier.
Adeniran 6-0-1. San Antonio FC is since he joined on loan when he's in the starting lineup. Had 13 goals with Tacoma Defiance last year. But a change of scenery. Interesting, the option is there with Seattle and Tacoma, but I think for a player like him who's spent time in Germany and Spain and maybe too comfortable, if that makes any sense, in Seattle, maybe a change of scenery is what Lagerway and company said when Adeniran went on loan.
Oh, maybe they're looking to see what he can produce at this level. It's still a good level. Can he score goals with his right foot? Can he be a little bit more deceptive in his finishing and his movement and how he works? But I mean, he's got a good track record. He likes to score goals. He can score goals. It's just a matter of time before he's super consistent at the highest level.
That's clipped towards the corner. It's a good ball. The flag is down. What a recovery, though. That's Leon. You see the foot speed there from the Mexican U20 center back, covering to win possession.
Really impressed by Leon. Young player, like you said, national team player for his country. Uses good speed, has good height, can score off headers. Got his first goal a couple weeks back.
That was Adeniran missing and frustrating with his left foot. You saw after the fact, after that went wide. But Leon had the frustration with the U20s. They lost to Guatemala on penalties. He's been excellent since returning from the U20 national team. Look at the timing of that challenge.
That's great. Gets his head up, composed, now clears the ball.
Dispossessing Santiago Patino.
There, that's the ball you're looking for. Big switch of play. Just a little off there, but the right idea. Everybody squeezes to that far side, leaving that far Bjorshult wide open. Can we switch the field? Can Las Vegas find that outlet and then attack from the right side?
Tainter will walk it out. He played at Rutgers, now 27. His 20th start tonight. He's had 4 assists.
Of frustration between the center back and the players in front, which is good to see because Las Vegas obviously is creating a little bit of frustration from how they're playing.
Tainter, one of those players with San Antonio in his second stint with the club, as it's one here in midfield. Hernandez feeds it forward. That's good distribution. It's off the post, bending. And then put wide with the second chance. So close there for Dylan, who bent that off the post. So close, very nearly his 7th goal of the campaign.
Oh, you see it. Semi-confident, scoring goals, bends it. Romero gets fortunate. It hits off the woodwork, receives outside, bends it just around the defender. Goalkeeper can't see it till it's late. Romero does well to get ready for that next opportunity. You see it here, cuts inside, uses the defender as a little shield, and just unlucky there. And Adeniran's right foot, you see it, he's got to work on it.
Beautiful there from Dylan. San Antonio FC will feel there should be in front by 1 or 2 goals. You had Patino's header saved by Romero early on, that chance off the post. Adeniran missing with his follow-up. But it can be lightning quick from San Antonio. The book on them, low possession numbers, low 40s. Passing accuracy, maybe not as high as some teams, but I think those numbers only mean so much.
We can get so many chances and never score, and one team gets 1 chance. You find yourself on the losing end.
Corner kick coming here for San Antonio FC. The wind blowing towards the goal of Tomas Romero.
That's windy there.
Romero organizing his box. Here's the delivery towards the near post, flicked on and in. Wonderfully done there from Dylan. Abdul Salam is celebrating. It might be his, but some trickery at the near post. Well taken set piece goal. And Alan Marcina celebrating with San Abdul Salam. San Antonio in front in Vegas.
Outswinger coming in. Abdul Salam gets a little flick on. Goes straight over to the coach saying, "Thank you, coach. This is for you." Ball coming in. We'll see it here. Just gets a little touch.
It was Dylan with the first touch. Put it right in front of goal. And then
it's a better angle here,
Abdul
Matt.
Salam with the last touch.
Little touch, little backwards flick. Nobody marking Abdul Salam. Poor marking on set pieces. We talked about it. Set pieces can kill you in these games.
Famous backheel goal yesterday for England, the women's Euros over Sweden. A backheel touch that time from San Abdul Salam. First year with San Antonio. It's 1-0, and the numbers really favor San Antonio at this point. 13-0 on the season when scoring first.
Well, they've got some good chances. They hit the crossbar early on. They hit the post just a minute ago. And now they finally break the seal with Abdul Salam's goal.
It was coming. First goal of the season for Son Abdul Salam.
If this win holds up, I think second half's going to favor Las Vegas in a more different light.
It's a really good set-piece goal from San Antonio FC with the wind blowing to the near post by design. A good flick from Dylan. Abdul Salam first to react inside the 6-yard box. Now it's space for Mohamed Traore on that left side.
Good movement by Cal.
Here comes Jennings, and it's well read by Jordan Farr off his line well.
Yeah, read that shimmy well. Cal's trying to jump in behind the back line there, and Farr's off his line to pick that up. You see it here, gets his head up, tries to slip it in, just a little bit too close for the keeper. And now we're back on the other end with San Antonio trying to put another cross in.
Deep throwing now for Las Vegas Lights. San Antonio FC, when they score a goal, 15 wins, no defeats, 1 draw. 13-0 in scoring first. If they get another goal, that perfect 9-0 when scoring multiple goals. I mean, it's amazing the season San Antonio FC is having.
Do you think Coach Duran tells him that? Did he tell him, hey, when they score first, this is their record? If so, that's going to change their mentality as a player. Now you have a little doubt creep in.
As a coach yourself, would you tell your team that?
I would say be aware, but I'd also believe, hey, you're on a good run of form. 5 wins out of 6. You can score goals, you can beat teams. You're a good team, you can keep the ball. Plus, the wind's gonna be at your back, so now maybe we'll see a bomb from Bjorshul.
That was a nice moment there from Quezada in the pocket, receiving the ball and getting forward. Now it's Trejo turning against Hernandez. That's a nice delivery through everybody. And Torres will try and chase it down near the opposite corner.
Well, the difference you see is they only have 1, maybe 2 players in the box for Las Vegas when the cross comes in. On the flip side, San Antonio gets 3 or 4 players. Those odds go up. You get more opportunities, more chances. And this is what we talked about early on, that if the Lights can break that line and pressure when the cross comes in and try and get at San Antonio on a counterattack, they'll have opportunities.
AARP rewards feature points earned on hundreds of activities designed to enrich your life through smart saving, healthy eating, retirement tips, etc. AARP Nevada. It's good work from Trejo, who's dropping deeper to facilitate. Now with Morton Bjorshul. Played at Cal State LA, where he was the Division II Player of the Year and National Champion last season. Scored a great goal against RGV 2 weeks ago. A 1-0 win. That was the only game where there was no shots from inside the box from Vegas in a road win. Now it's Quezada trying his luck. He's been very ambitious today. We saw the cheeky chip that forced a good save from Farr. That time he tries his luck from 30 yards away.
That's good vision. Just a little bit unlucky, lost a little bit of power. Close that space quickly, and maybe it changes his mind. Maybe he's in between shooting and passing the ball. But it's good to see build up. They're still trying to play Las Vegas. They're still trying to move the ball, and I think they can, but they've got to get opportunities inside the box.
Garcia standing over this one. He delivered the corner kick, which led to the Abdul Salam goal. He's been another nice pickup. First year with San Antonio, last 3 with Austin Bowles. Hit. Goal kick to Las Vegas Lights.
With the wind at your back, I would have thought that they maybe have a left-footed player just dropping that ball and whipping it in, using the wind to their advantage.
Chrysostamo. quiet first half, and they have not had him on the ball too often. You see the frustration from Durant in the coach's area for Las Vegas.
Well, the front three from San Antonio really aren't applying a lot of pressure when the ball moves from side to side. And I think Traore can get up a little bit higher. Bjorshol can get up a little bit higher. You see him here, putting his hand up, looking for the ball, switching the point of attack. Here we go.
Now it's Jennings in the pocket. Faces up, wide for Bjorshol. There's 4 in the box for Bjorshol. His cross to the back post is over a hit. One of the best moments on the break tonight for Las Vegas Lights.
Oh, it's a great moment. Cal getting on the ball. Jennings running at the back line, playing the ball wide. Bjorsol's got to do a little bit better. Keep that ball on the ground. The wind's blowing, right? You're getting numbers in the box. Anything happens when that ball stays low to the ground, an own goal, a deflection, you get those opportunities, and they're going to want that one back. But I love to see Bjorshol getting high up into the box.
Long goal kick from San Antonio. Saad Abdul-Salam, his first goal of the campaign, is the difference. There's good foot speed there from Quezada. He gets there.
Very good from Quezada. Takes him on, very good. Beats his defender.
Quezada crossing, it's off the chest. Nice work there. Avoiding a handball. That was Connor Maloney. Astute block. Now it's Traore. Will earn a corner kick. His cross off Abdul-Salam for a corner kick.
This is what you need to see from the Lights. Getting numbers forward, taking your opportunities. The game's kind of been at a lull for the first 20, 25 minutes. Now San Antonio gets on the board, and now here the Lights are waking up a little bit, trying to push for that equalizer.
Edel Crisostomo, the captain, will deliver this corner kick for Las Vegas Lights. Picked up by Trejo. Trejo earns a corner kick. It was Adeniran closing the space.
It's good to see the big man defend. This is better from the Lights.
Crisostomo from this corner.
Maybe a replay from Leon's goal. Cut back.
Back to Quezada. And then Lara could not steer it on target with his first time volley.
Great little set piece. Something they've worked on the training grounds. Ball gets played back. Players lose their mark. Ball gets whipped in, kind of with the outswinger. I think they have time to just bring the ball down, a little bit more composure inside the box. You've got a little bit more time than you think. Creates better opportunities.
Lara wins the header. Second ball picked up by San Antonio FC. Hernandez clips it in. Lara. Good defending in front of Coutinho. Jennings applying pressure, but San Antonio FC too quick at the back. It's Tainer.
They're good in the wide area, San Antonio. Confident on the ball, want to take on their defenders.
Good work from Quezada under pressure from Maloney. He finds Crisostomo, but that's nice from Hernandez, tracking back to step in front of Trejo. That's great transitional defending from Hernandez. Now it's Maloney who stayed forward, trying to pull it back against Bjorshol. He earns a corner kick for San Antonio.
For me, I think the Lights are a little bit too compact. When they win the ball, they need to break those lines with the movement of the players ahead of them, right? So if they're playing that ball in defeat, that's what San Antonio wants, is to be able to have you force or face your own goal, force you backwards to get numbers behind. If they can break those lines a little bit quicker, find Jennings, find Trejo higher up the field, they'll have more opportunity.
Mohamed Abu, 6 caps for Ghana, will take this corner kick here in the 45th minute. Driven to the back post, headed central and pushed wide. Nearly a second goal from a corner kick here for San Antonio FC.
Another set piece, driven ball to the far post. Another maybe training ground set piece. See if we can see it here in a minute.
Excellent delivery through the wind from Muhammad Abu.
Yeah, driven ball to the back post. Once that ball goes over you as a defender, you kind of lose a little bit of focus at times, lose track of your man. I think that's what you saw in the first corner kick with Abdul Salam's goal.
Enrique Duran, we love his candor. He said, last year I was in charge of set pieces underneath Steve Trundle, the head coach. This year they've been much improved, but that's an unmarked man at the back post, nearly leading to a second goal.
No, it's great to head that ball back, and you got guys flying in there trying to make it difficult. Just really, Las Vegas very fortunate not to be down 2-0.
A minimum of 1 minute will be added on here at the end of the first half.
Now, this is why San Antonio is so good. They know their identity. They know what they're good at. When they get the first goal, they're extremely difficult to play against. And as the game goes on, you got to keep pushing from the lights. Got to take your chances, your opportunities.
Roma will throw it in. Actually, he'll leave it. Mohamed Traore. Space here for Daroma. Daroma clips it inside the box. It's Quezada, and it's a goal kick. Good run from Quezada, who has been more and more advanced as the game has gone along.
No, great movement from Quezada, trying to beat his guy in behind. Great vision from Daroma, trying to clip the ball in. That'll be the first half.
Halftime at Cashman Field in Las Vegas, atop the USL Championship table, and a 1-goal lead at halftime. Just his 4th appearance for Saad Abdul Salam, who debuted earlier this month. And Abdul Salam's close-range finish has given San Antonio FC a 1-0 lead. Josh Gardner, your thoughts?
That's going to be tough this second half. Now you got the lights with the win at their back. The weather can play a big part of getting your opportunities. Las Vegas have to push more numbers forward to get opportunities.
Halftime at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. San Antonio FC, the first goal of the season from Saad Abdul Salam, and the visitors in front, 1-0.
Feel more connected to every fleeting moment. The Mazda CX-30 with available turbo engine. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. More power for your pursuit.
Nevada Donor Network is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Lights FC. We are asking for your help to save and heal lives. Registered organ, eye, and tissue donors give hope to the more than 650 Nevadans waiting for their second chance at life. You have the power to bring them hope. Register as a hero today at registerme.org. Together, we are Nevada Strong.
I'm good, I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the US Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. US Bank. We'll get there together.
At Silver State Schools Credit Union, we'll be by your side through every moment of life's journey, from big life changes to small celebrations and everything in between, because we prioritize people over profit. Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
With the fresh cracked egg and all this crispy bacon, Wendy's Breakfast Baconator might be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time.
Well, that deserves a chef's kiss.
It does. Wow.
Mwah.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Breakfast Baconator.
Cashman Field in Las Vegas. San Antonio FC atop the USL Championship table. And a 1-0 lead for the visitors through Saad Abdul Salam. His first goal of the season and his fourth appearance with San Antonio FC. Did you know AARP members can earn points year-round that can be redeemed for daily deals, local offers, auctions, gift cards, and more? Let's find out more about AARP Nevada.
For over 60 years, AARP has empowered people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. We are AARP.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Welcome back. Cashman Field in Las Vegas. News and notes from across the USL Championship and to the Republic. Historic matchup tonight. Sacramento hosting Josh Gardner's former team, Sporting Kansas City. That one is just into the early stages of the second half, still scoreless.
No, as those games go on, you love to see a USL Championship get this far in this competition. Sporting KC not having the greatest year in league play, but they're always fighting for those trophies, and you'll see what they're going to do with Peter Vermees' side.
A huge crowd on hand in Sacramento tonight. Do they have another cup set in them? We'll find out. A rowdy new home, great investment in a training ground for USL Championship side, a six-figure investment, and the complex will begin construction January 1.
Well, when you put money into an organization like this, you're only going to reap the rewards from it. I think it's great to have people coming in and putting money into your training grounds, which is where you spend most of your time. And we'll see how Tampa Bay does.
I've always invested well in the roster, and now a big investment in the soccer complex. USL on ESPN2 returns September 18th. A good one. Sacramento generating quite a bit of buzz in the championship this year. They will host Orange County in a West Showdown. Tough year for Orange County, but still some time for them to make a late run to the playoffs.
You got plenty of time, right? It's mid-season. You're still trying to find your form. You're still going to get those opportunities to win games. And can you get a little bit of consistency and push you through into the playoffs?
Now let's look across the USL Championship tonight. A busy night. And Birmingham Legion FC 6-1 winners. A historic night for them, winning 6-1. First hat trick in club history for Bruno Lappa.
Oh, that's a big score line, right? 6-1. Birmingham pushing numbers forward, getting a hat trick. When you get players who can score hat tricks, you're usually going to get 3 points.
Another shutout for Hartford, this time on the road at RGVFC. And Oakland Roots and Phoenix. Phoenix trying to find 3 points to climb up the table, scoreless in the closing stages. Here's the upcoming schedule in the championship. Beginning Saturday, San Antonio FC will host LA Galaxy 2. El Paso Locomotive hosts Louisville City.
We'll see it again. These are some big matches for San Antonio coming back against LA Galaxy, and then El Paso playing against a good Louisville City side.
Phoenix back home against Colorado Springs. Orange County hosts San Diego. Atlanta 2 will host Las Vegas Lights. Quick turnaround going cross country. Here are the standings entering play tonight. Look at Las Vegas, 9 wins on the season, and San Antonio can try to pull to a 9-point lead if they take 3 points tonight.
Well, this is such a great game. You got top of the table in the Western Conference. You got San Antonio who can score goals. You see the goal differential 20-2 in favor of San Antonio, but Las Vegas gonna have the win at their back. Can they get numbers forward? Can they get opportunities on goal?
If Vegas can find 3 points tonight, Vegas would pass El Paso into 5th in the West. Halftime in Las Vegas, Saad Abdul Salam, his first goal in his 4th appearance with San Antonio FC, and the league leaders have a halftime lead at Cashman.
Grandpa was a lawyer in Cuba. Dad was one of the first Spanish-speaking lawyers in Nevada. Alex and Orlando grew up with justice in their blood, and they've built De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury on a legacy of fighting and winning for their clients. If you've been hurt, they will stand by you every step of the way, like family, because family would never let you settle for less than you deserve. De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury. Our family will fight for yours.
Hey, Steph, you know we sold 30 cars on Monday?
On a Monday?
Yes, a Monday.
A Monday.
Yes, a Monday.
I thought we were low on stock.
We've literally got tons of cars coming in all week long. Our customers at Findlay Toyota can have anything they want.
Even on a Monday.
Even on a Monday. On any day of the week, we'll do anything to sell you a car. Even on a Monday.
So, what should we do today?
Can we get to the sun?
Hon?
You may want to step on it. Can we go to the beach?
Wow. You guys seeing this?
Go Rogue in the new powerfully efficient turbocharged Nissan Rogue.
For over 60 years, AARP has empowered people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. We are AARP.
The 2022 Las Vegas Lights season is here. Relive the action every Saturday on your view. Your Las Vegas Lights every Saturday on Cox Channel 14.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by Star Nursery, locally owned and operated for 35 years. By Angry Orchard, refreshing hard cider with attitude. By Comprehensive Cancer Centers, proud sponsor of Las Vegas Lights FC. And by Nissan. Halftime in Las Vegas. San Antonio FC leads Las Vegas Lights FC 1-0. Matt Peterson with Josh Gardner, the former MLS Cup champion. And let's look back at the highlights. The very first meeting between these sides, they drew last time out last season in Las Vegas. Here's the corner kick and the opening goal. It was flicked on by Dylan, put home by Saad Abdul Salam.
Well, you see a great outswinger here, creates chaos. Somebody loses their mark, and Abdul Salam's right there to put it in.
All smiles, Abdul Salam. He debuted just a few weeks ago, and that's his first goal. This was another chance. Before that, beautiful delivery from Maloney, and it's headed off the bar by Patino, and it's Tomas Romero with his excellent save.
Well, that's got to be save of the match so far. Romero getting a touch, just putting on underneath the crossbar, and then Las Vegas able to clear it out.
Another look at the goal from Saad Abdul Salam. They came close on another corner kick later in the half, but the numbers kind of tell the story. San Antonio FC a deserved lead at halftime.
Well, you talked about it early on that San Antonio don't care about possession, really. They want chances. You see 10 shots to 6 in favor of San Antonio. Possession, Las Vegas getting opportunities.
Well, there you see it, 42% possession. They don't really care. Low percentage numbers in terms of possession and passing accuracy, but a team that's atop the league for a reason.
Well, they got an identity. They got good players who can score goals, and why not get the ball in the box and get numbers in there?
Very interesting conditions as we saw this thunderstorm sweep through Cashman Field. You go through the warm-up. What's it like as a player when the weather changes so soon before kickoff? It seemed to affect Las Vegas in that first half.
Well, you got the lights turning off. You got to wait a little bit longer. You're ready to go. Right now, you got second half. The wind's behind your back, and now you get opportunities. Maybe see Bjorshul, unload one. Maybe he scores from distance, which will pull that back line out a little bit. So now you can play in behind for Jennings and Trejo.
San Antonio 13-0 on the year when they score first. They scored first tonight. We'll see if those numbers stack up, and we are set to go for the second half. Las Vegas Lights in black, San Antonio FC in white. Saad Abdul Salam's goal, the difference so far in this one. Underway in the second half. What changes do you expect from either side, Josh Gardner?
Well, you got a small bench from San Antonio, so I don't see them making too many changes early on. I think they're going to try and push a little bit longer their starters. And I think Las Vegas, you got to bring in somebody who can maybe be that difference maker and get that opportunity that's going to put you up to 1-1, maybe 2-1 later on in the game.
There's a cross. Romero lets it go. It's out for a goal kick again. The injuries. Nasser Kamiri, the Tunisian defender, is out. PC, the captain, is out with a lower body injury. David Loera remains out. Testiouf out as well. And then the backup goalkeeper, Academy product Jude Bosshard, is out as well. So 5 out, 5 on the bench. And a turnover here in the early stages of the second half. And good recovery from Terry, but it leads to a corner kick. And again, it's been kind of a difficult press. You said they haven't pressed that high, but it's still been difficult for Vegas to break through this front three for San Antonio.
Well, you have a dinner in just kind of standing right on top of the 18-yard box. I'm surprised Romero doesn't just put the ball down and go long and start the attack from their half of the field. The ball he just plays now leads to a corner kick for San Antonio. And now you have, I believe, is that Garcia on the ball with the little outswinger.
First 7 pro seasons in France. First year with San Antonio. His delivery led to the opening goal. They've been dangerous on multiple corner kicks tonight. Here's another inside the box. First touch came from Bjorshul. Now the shot from distance is well off the mark. Goal kick to Las Vegas Lights.
Well, you notice when they push their lines out on on corner kicks, when they clear the ball out, they're losing their marks. The ball's coming from straight back in. One of those balls gets picked up by San Antonio, and now they can see themselves down a couple goals.
Oh, another chance, top of the box. It was Dylan arriving, get a clearance that time from Lara. Now a low delivery, and it's cleared off the line. Good hustle from Leon. He gets there just in time. And Marcina cannot believe that's not a second goal for San Antonio.
Coach Marcina is saying, use your right foot. Just use your right foot. Even if it goes wide, you've got to know you have it. And that's a missed opportunity there for a dinner in.
One change was made at halftime by Alan Marcina. Shannon Gomez, the 25-year-old from Trinidad and Tobago, replaced Saad Abdul Salam. So Salam, the goal scorer. Departs his first goal of the season. He was on a yellow card, so a logical change. We're seeing this all across football now. When you're on a yellow card, you have 5 subs to make, especially an outside back. You bring him off. Don't risk a red card.
No, you got to play a little bit differently. You're sitting on a yellow card. You can't let your team down. You've got a 1-goal lead away from home. against the wind now. I think it's a smart move by Coach Marcina to put Gomez in. Well, you see it here, great first touch, just to lead, cuts the ball back, comes to his right foot. Well, maybe he did the right thing. It kind of held up a little bit, but I think he's got to smash that. Don't go outside of the foot, smash it with your laces, make Romero make a save.
Right into the match and right into the contribution. Shannon Gomez, he has 3 assists. He's been a big piece for Alan Marcina's 18th appearance tonight. Another first-year player thriving under Alan Marcina at San Antonio. His last 4 years was Sacramento. Before that, Pittsburgh and New York City FC, but you can see the depth for San Antonio FC, a halftime sub, 25-year-old Shannon Gomez.
Well, when you come with only 5 field players, no backup goalkeeper, it's a gamble, but it's paying off, right? You get your 1-goal lead. You're very tough to play against when you have that goal advantage. And now you've got opportunities to put in players who can actually make a difference, and the level doesn't drop.
Here's Traore. And it just never really seems comfortable for Vegas tonight, building out of the back. And on cue, there's a nice layoff from Torres into the path of Trejo. They've beaten the pressure. Hernandez tracking back. De Roma now. It's on for Traore. Traore drives that cross. It's well blocked. And clear there by Carter Manley.
We talked about it earlier. They have to break those lines quicker. They can't just play out of the back and keep everything in front of San Antonio. That's what San Antonio wants. They don't want to have to turn and defend against facing their own goal. Possession, yeah, it's great at times, but is it leading to anything?
Good spell here. Crisostomo. Quezada on the half turn. He's been excellent tonight. His shot off the mark, but he's been one of the most willing. Quezada, his 3rd shot tonight from about 30 yards or more.
He's had a great game, Quezada. He's pushed the lines. He's tried to chip the goalkeeper early on, makes the goalkeeper make a save, make a save. He's getting into good positions. He's not lacking confidence. A little bit mishit on that last shot, but you've got to see that from more players, not just Quezada.
The rain has returned to Cashman Field. It was a sudden thunderstorm that swept through Las Vegas, led into a 15-minute weather delay. Some substantial wind.
It looks to me that the wind has died down a little bit, which now, is it really your advantage? That's some of the tricky things. When weather comes, or you're going to get the wind at your back.
Good balance that time from Patino. I don't know how he stayed on his feet as long as he did. He earns a corner kick. Excellent there from the Colombian.
And great patience from the defenders at Las Vegas, staying on their feet. No fouls here. Leon does extremely well here. Forces the corner kick. Good sportsmanship after.
Good cover from Lara, and then Leon, as you mentioned, helping Patino to his feet. Patino, born in Colombia, college soccer at FIU. Here comes the corner kick. These have been excellent tonight from Fabian Garcia. 3 years at Austin Bowl, 1st year with San Antonio. Had the assist on the opening goal from San Abdul Salam from this exact corner. It is from Garcia, this time to the back post. It's headed back across and defended well. It's that unmarked back post player for San Antonio again. Now it's bent in by Garcia. A glancing header that time from Patino. And it rolls out, but is it a zonal scheme that Las Vegas is doing, which is leaving San Antonio an unmarked player on the backside?
I don't think so. I think they're just losing track of the player because the ball keeps coming in, right? The cross comes in, it gets cleared out. They shift their lines a little bit. Another ball comes crossed in. They're having a little lapse in.
Here's a turnover, long touch. Romero comes off his line quite well. Patino is stretching for it. Romero rolling away in pain. Las Vegas players just sorting things out. At first glance, it seemed like it was a worthy challenge for Patino as it was still there. Traore asking for a yellow card.
You got to protect your goalkeeper. It's a really hard challenge on Romero.
He is booked.
You see here a little cheeky here and gets studs straight into his chest. He's lucky to just get a yellow. trying to plead his case.
He has been excellent. Missed the first 5 games of the year with injury. 4 goals in his last 3 games. Nearly scored again tonight, but forced an excellent save from Tomas Romero. He's got 5 goals in 8 games since his return from injury.
Coach Duran just trying to see. You got the backup goalkeeper getting ready just in case. Now look to me, Matt, those studs were pretty high coming into Romero's chest.
Abraham Romero getting loose, back-to-back clean sheets. He has been in excellent form. Sometimes we'll ask a coach who was shy in the last couple weeks. He pointed to Abraham Romero for his performances.
He's not even going for the ball. Now you can see why Las Vegas is so upset. The referee's in a good position to see that, but he gets not even going for the ball.
Tomas Romero, tough player. Yeah,
Goalkeepers are tough, Matt. The goalkeepers are tough.
yeah, I misjudged it in real time. I thought there was more of a play there for Patino to make, but after all the replays, it does seem like a reckless challenge. Romero stays in the game for now. Yellow card. Santiago Patino. Here's a cross from Hernandez. Stays in play. Patino keeps it in play. Defended by Bjorshol.
This is why San Antonio is so dangerous, is that they get numbers inside the box.
Here's the transitional moment. Torres wide for Trejo. Hernandez tracking back diligently. Crisostomo, nice work to slip past Justin Dillon.
Yeah, good bit of skill right there. We haven't said his name very often.
Now
tonight.
it's Quezada crossing from the right. It's nearly there for Jennings, but well defended, but it does lead to a Las Vegas Lights corner kick. Nice movement up the right side for Morten Bjorshol, putting in Alvaro Quezada.
Yeah, when that ball's whipped in like that, hard and low, just bouncing. Great first touch here. Gets his head up, whips it in. Anything happens. Good defending there by San Antonio.
Eno Crisostomo standing over this corner kick. Presented by Jarritos. The captain delivers. Jennings, first one there. Pressure from DeRoma. Crisostomo picks it up. Jennings using his body. Maloney able to clear. One back by Crisostomo as he go against Mohamed Abu.
Yeah, very good by Crisostomo.
Traore under some pressure. Tries to lead Trejo. And Shannon Gomez, the substitute. Trejo's called for a foul. 10 goals on the season for Trejo, 6 for Cal Jennings. Carried the scoring load this season. Yet to really test Jordan Farr tonight.
It's been a quiet night for Trejo, really for Kyle Jennings. We've said Quezada's name a little bit more because he's taking chances.
Dillon wins the header, back for Nicky Hernandez.
Looks like we might have Dillon coming in.
A double change here. Nacho Bailoni, the Argentine, questionable with a lower body injury. He's available. Good size for the 28-year-olds. His first year back with his second stint. There's a yellow card shown for time wasting before the substitution. I believe that was shown to Nicky Hernandez in his final action.
Yeah, wasting a little bit of time. You're on the road, you've got a goal advantage. Every second counts.
There's Bailoni. Second stint last year was in Croatia. You're an ex-player. You think it's a big compliment to Alan Marcina and the culture there that all these players want to come back to San Antonio FC?
Well, he's put together a roster that's well seasoned, has played quite a few years. Almost every player's played at least 3 years, right? at a high level. And Alan Marcin is a great guy, great coach, knows how to manage players well, and that's why they come back.
Now Jordy DeLem, another excellent veteran who has started MLS Cup Finals with Seattle. He comes on there for Nicky Hernandez, and that's one for me that stands out because Jordy DeLem probably have a pick of where he wants to play, but he goes from Seattle last year to San Antonio. I think a big compliment to the organization that a player with his pedigree, over 40 caps from Martinique, and again, a big player for those Seattle Sounders team, which have won a few MLS Cups.
Well, Seattle's such a great franchise, great organization. They're always constantly going for cups, and it's tough to break that starting 11, even that 18-man roster. I mean, I did it when I was in LA, didn't get a lot of playing time, so I dropped down for 4 years in second division and got a lot of minutes, and that's what he's looking for.
DeLem off the bench. Bailoni could not settle it into the corner, and it's a goal kick to Las Vegas Lights.
This is better by Romero, just trying to beat SAFC.
Here's Jennings turning the corner. Jennings is in. Cal Jennings for Las Vegas. Great recovery tackle. It was on for Jennings, but Fabian Garcia may have just saved a goal for San Antonio FC.
He definitely saved that goal there, Matt. Great quick play from Romero. Straight in to Traore. He finds Cal running in behind the line. Cal does well to get in front. And it looks like he just got pulled a little bit.
Now Traore with a low delivery to the back post, nearly there for Jennings. He had a second chance inside of the same minute, could not get a touch to it. Vegas comes close twice here on the hour mark.
That's a great, great pass. Looking for Jennings to the far post. Whipped in, good touch, hard and low. We'll sit here a little bit, just a little off. But this is what Las Vegas needs. They need to get numbers in the box. They cannot just be Jennings. It's got to be more numbers there. This is a better angle here. Gets in front. And extremely well challenged, well timed to block that shot.
Sensational there from Garcia. Usually when Jennings gets behind the defender,
oh yeah,
it's over. There's no recovery to be made, but a athletic, acrobatic dive there from Garcia to block the shot, using his right leg and to avoid contact and a penalty. Very impressive from the Frenchman.
Yeah, very impressive. Put his body on the line for that one. Sprawling out, trying to get his legs as far as he can just to block that. But like you said, when Jennings is past you, usually nobody's going to catch him.
Fabian Garcia, his corner kick led to the goal from San Abdul Salam. And there's a game-saving tackle for San Antonio FC against Cal Jennings. And now it's the LAFC homegrown player Nathan Ordaz, 18 years old. He's played for Mexico's 20 national team. Eligible for the US, El Salvador, and Mexico, and he replaces Christian Torres here in the 62nd minutes.
A quiet night for Torres. Didn't really call his name out that much in this game, so give the youngster a shot. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see them give them the opportunities. You might just need that little creativity, that little spark off the bench.
Ordaz is a pacey player, very good dribbling abilities. Comes on for the 11th time tonight with Las Vegas Lights. 383 minutes for the LAFC homegrown.
Got a reckless challenge there by Captain Maloney.
Did you know AARP members can earn points year-round that can be redeemed for daily deals, local offers, auctions, gift cards, and more? AARP Nevada. Here's Jennings cutting to his left. Play on. Trejo tried to slip it back to Ordaz. And Trejo regains possession. Wide here. Mohamed Traore for Las Vegas Lights. Driven cross. Over hits.
But notice how many guys are outside the box, Matt. Right, you got a ball wide. Cal's running at the back line. Tries to get a little challenge there. Plays it through. Excellent challenge right there in midfield to pick it up. They're just missing that final little piece, that last ball. Just a little off tonight.
That's a good flick on here. Denerin will push forward. Here comes San Antonio, and into the roof with a net from Denerin. What a finish. 2-0 San Antonio FC on the break. A frustrating start to the match, but he puts that to bed. Sam Denerin, his 5th in just 8 appearances on loan, and San Antonio FC has doubled its lead.
We know he's got a quality left foot. The big man is pacey now. You can see the pace that he has. We're in the 64th minute. He's blowing by defenders, and he gets it on his favorite left foot and blasts one past Romero. Great finish here. You'll see it on the replay. It's just a foot race here. One extra touch, boom, hits it underneath the crossbar. Great finish right here.
What a finish from Denerin. He had 2 goals a couple weeks back against Atlanta United 2. Now 5 in 8 appearances. San Antonio FC perfect when he starts, 6 wins and 1 draw. Joined on loan. He had 13 last year with Tacoma in the USL Championship. Now his 5th goal in 8 appearances with San Antonio FC. Sam Denerin.
You go back to those stats in the first half, 10 shots to 6 in favor of San Antonio. You have to take your chances and you have to put them away. And you see it right there at 1 goal lead. Denerin gets on the ball, gets on his left foot, and just runs. And that's what you're missing from Las Vegas, is that player who's going to continue to break those lines and take those chances.
Well-traveled. Grew up in Houston, played in Germany and Spain in lower divisions before Seattle. 13 goals with Tacoma, earned a contract with Seattle Sounders. Memorably started along with 4 other teenagers. That was an amazing youthful showing for Seattle last year. They beat Austin in Austin with 5 teenagers in the starting lineup. Denerin was one of those 5. Here's a turnover. Here comes San Antonio looking for a third. It's Denerin working against Leon. San Antonio waiting for support. Central here for Mohamed Abu.
Now they're getting their possession stats up a little bit more.
They're just managing the game. A veteran group, buoyed by Jordi Delem. Dylan tried to turn, and now it's Deroma building.
Our referee's got to get out of the way there. We want to play quick. Las Vegas trying to play quick, hits the referee, and now he's not letting him. Got to be on the back of their minds. You're 2 goals down against the top of the league. What changes will Coach Duran make to maybe try and get back in this game?
We saw it on the screen, still scoreless in Sacramento. Sacramento Republic, Sporting Kansas City.
That's got to be a great atmosphere.
Second Open Cup semifinal. Winner meets Orlando City, which dispatched New York Red Bulls 5-1 tonight in Orlando. Ron is Kadarian preparing to come on for Las Vegas Lights FC. There's Shannon Gomez. His cross is in the box. Denerin let it run. It's cleared by Las Vegas. It's a back-breaking goal for Las Vegas. You had 2 chances for Jennings, one which was blocked by Garcia. The next one he couldn't quite get there on the low cross from Turner. And then within a few minutes, against the run of play, it's Sam Denerin, his 5th of the year on loan from Seattle, to double the lead for San Antonio.
Oh, you took the words out of my mouth. It was against the run of play. Just a great opportunity, opportunistic.
Gomez after the self-pass. Great effort from Deroma, fully stretched for the block.
Yeah, I think Deroma or Cristostomo have to get higher in midfield. They're sitting a little bit too deep, and everything's just played in front.
Great vision from Trejo on the switch to Nathan Ordaz, the 18-year-old homegrown, his first touches. Now we see the footwork and the skill from him. He tried to pull it back. He's earned a corner kick.
Yeah, very good by the youngster. Gets it on his left foot. Goes 1v1. Gets a set piece. See if Leon or Lara can get on the end of this one.
Ordaz, fourth homegrown in LAFC history. Joined the club 2018 at the U14 level from LAFC SoCal Youth, formerly Real SoCal. Chrysostomo's corner kick is punched away. Nice work from Jordan Farr going through a crowd. Now it's Quezada, a low strike, and it's clear.
Now it's a great punch by Farr. Great ball in, right into the mixer. Got bodies in there, numbers in there.
Uranis Kandarian with Armenia's U21s this summer. Part of this contingent. Vegas at times has lost 6 players due to international call-ups during the busy June window, as Morten Bjørshol will be replaced. So an offensive change here, an outside back being replaced by an attacker as Enrique Durant goes for it here in the 70th minute.
No, you have to. You got 20 minutes left. You put in an attacking-minded player. Bjørshol, not a bad game. Really didn't have to do much. The goal came from his side, right, with Adinarin running in behind. Now hopefully he can get more numbers higher with Iskandarian.
We asked Enrique Durant about Uranis Kandarian this week. He said he's been excellent between the boxes. What he needs now is that final third, that final product.
He's going to get a chance here.
Quezada will throw it in. Again, these numbers really tell the story for San Antonio FC's season when they score multiple goals, 9-0 on the season. They know how to win. Narrow lead, 11 wins by 1 goal this season for San Antonio FC. Tonight, a 2-goal margin on the road. They're 20 minutes away from their 10th road win of the season.
That's incredible. You see right here, just a little 50-50 challenge. Just clips the back of his Achilles.
He'll receive some treatment as he spins over. Mohamed Abou. AARP provide discounted travel options for its members, including savings on airline, rental cars, cruises, tours, and vacation packages. AARP Nevada. Mohamed Abou receiving treatment, 6 caps for Ghana. 2nd year with San Antonio. Prior stops with DC United, Vålerenga in Norway, and Columbus Crew. It's been a big piece for Coach Marcina. You see Enrique Durant 2 inch shy, the franchise record 11. Frustrating night for him. The weather to deal with in the first half. But a mild-mannered coach. We see him a lot on the sideline, and rare for him to show his emotions like we saw there.
He thinks the game. You know, you see, usually they're playing on a 4-3-3. This game they've gone to a 4-4-2, trying to.
Here's Jennings turning back to Ordaz, who stayed on side. It's Ordaz crossing, and it's dealt with well on the spot once again. That was Mitchell Tainer to kind of use his thigh to clear it.
Yeah, Ordaz does well to get the ball on his left foot, fakes the shot, cuts the ball back, keep it on the ground, create more chances that way, more chaos. Anything can go. Or maybe the youngster hits it with his left foot.
Two-goal lead for San Antonio FC. First half goal from San Abdul Salam from a corner kick, which was delivered. Fabian Garcia flicked on by Justin Dillon, and then against the run of play after chances for Las Vegas Lights. 2 good chances for Jennings. One was full effort but could not get a touch to it at the back post. The first was well blocked by Fabian Garcia on a recovery. 64th minute goal from Sam Adeniran. And it was an assist off the bench for Nacho Bailoni.
Now the the game's going to open up a little bit more as the game goes on. Las Vegas Lights are going to have to really push the envelope a little bit more.
Cross is headed out by Lara.
Just doesn't seem like they want to get forward quick enough.
Good win there from Maloney, wide to the left. Maloney's cross. Caught in the wind a bit, sails all the way towards the corner. Maloney had his first assist of the season on that Adeniran goal.
Adeniran's done all the work there. Maloney's got to say thank you for that.
Crisostomo went for Alvaro Quezada. Kind of that second line that I think has been frustrating for Vegas. They maybe beat the first line, but it's the midfield of San Antonio that's been hard to break through, and this is where the turnovers have occurred for Las Vegas tonight.
Oh, they keep the ball, they move it on the third or fourth pass, they try and break those lines, but nobody's there to really play it, or it's a 50-50 challenge, and they lose the ball, and now San Antonio's coming right back at them with another cross, another shot.
A pretty quintessential San Antonio performance. 40% possession, passing accuracy just 73%, but I feel like the passing accuracy stat, it's a funny one because you can play safe passes all day across the back and balloon the numbers. There's a nice turn of pace there from Nacho. His low cross is handled at the near post by Tomas Romero, but I like a team that takes risks. You try some tough passes. The passing percentage might drop down, but you convert a few of those, you get goals, and that's what San Antonio FC can do.
Well, if you can play forward and connect your passes, that's the goal of possession, not just to keep the ball for 45 passes. Every goal in possession is to try and get an opportunity on goal.
And all the intangibles going San Antonio's way. Aerial duels won. They've won 62% of those duels. Interceptions, 15 for San Antonio, 7 for Las Vegas Lights. 21 crosses for San Antonio. A free kick here won by Trejo. Jordi Delem arguing his case. But a good chance here for Las Vegas with a free kick here around the 76th minute.
Great chance here. Just a little combination play. Trejo gets stepped on by Delem. Good call by the referee.
Another interesting note, long passes. 54 for Vegas, 34 for San Antonio. So a team known for its direct play has had 20 fewer long passes tonight in San Antonio, and they lead 2-0.
Well, that's their mindset. You got big guys up top who can score goals, so play forward.
Daroma or Crisostomo? It will be Daniel Crisostomo, well hit, but it's well handled by Jordan Farr.
Not much work Farr has to do there, and now he starts a counterattack quickly.
Point for the Oregon native. Daroma wins the second ball. Crisostomo with Daroma. 17 shots now for San Antonio, 10 for Las Vegas. 12 of the 17 for San Antonio from inside the box.
That's a dominant performance by San Antonio. Really haven't felt scared.
Good settling touch from Nacho. He'll try and turn. Now it's Dillon, Justin Dillon here for San Antonio. Shot goes wide. It was deflected by Leon. It's a corner kick here for San Antonio. We can see how well they can attack with 3 or 4. It all began with Sam Adeniran with his hold-up play.
Yeah, and then Dillon gets on the ball and faces his defender. I think Leon does an excellent job just staying his ground, keeping the ball in front of him, and then when the shot comes, he's able to block it.
Corner kick for San Antonio FC. They've been very dangerous. This will be the 5th corner kick taken. Delivered by Mohamed Abou. Good to see him back on his feet after some treatment. Abou's delivery. Another free man at the back post heading back across. That time it was Mitchell Tainer. And that's been their MO. Either going to the near post, which was the first goal, but really since then bypassing everybody to a free man to head back across. And they've done that so well.
Well, when the ball goes all the way to the far post, everybody's heads are turning, and that's an easy opportunity for San Antonio to maybe break away from their man and get that second ball back into the box.
Throwing far side for San Antonio FC. The 20th different starting lineup through 20 games this season. The only unchanged position, Mitchell Tainer at center back. Position now to go to 16-0-1 win scoring, 14-0 when scoring first, and 10-0 when scoring multiple goals.
Some pretty good stats there.
Position for a 10th road win in 12 matches this season. It would be 6 by shutout. Good turn of pace is Kandarian towards the corner. Maloney gives chase. Duran is Kandarian. Low delivery, deflected. It's right at Jordan Farr.
Not enough numbers in the box, Matt. Great individual effort getting the ball into the box, right? Great low cross, but nobody's making that near post run. So not a lot of options inside.
Here's Trejo. Step overs. Good clearance that time. It's the halftime substitute. Shannon Gomez came on for the goal scorer. Saad Abdul Salam, and that's excellent defending. Short corner kick. Crisostomo bending it in, headed out by San Antonio. You see the alertness and professionalism of San Antonio that time. Short corner, but they were ready.
No, it was excellent defending. It would go back to it. Cross comes in. You got 1 versus 4 there. Dinner in, still trying to run at the back line. Just doesn't seem like there's a lot of effort. The transition moments for Las Vegas is just too slow. They feel like, it seems to me like they feel like they're defeated, right? 1 goal can change everything. You got 10 minutes left in the game, plus added time. 1 goal could change quite a bit.
Gomez throws it in. Lauren nods away. Daroma picks it up. Space for Quezada. One of the bright spots for Las Vegas tonight, Alvaro Quezada. Frank Daroma. Wide for Ordaz. Is there the movement now for Las Vegas?
Where are they gonna play? They still got 4 guys behind.
That ball's not going to do it. Just clipped in there by Leon. You have to get these San Antonio defenders moving. You have to change the point of attack, right?
Yeah, it just seems like it's just too slow. Like they're running out of ideas. They don't have enough options forward to play into. The combination play when they do have numbers is excellent, but it just seems like it's not coming fast enough, not quick enough. And then transition moments, you make 1 bad pass, and now you're having to defend.
Nice work from Maloney. His cross from the left. Knocked down by Traore. Helped on a dinner and misses. He had the whole goal in front of him. Nice alertness just to play it to him. Nearly the 2nd of the night from Sam Adeniran.
Oh, really unfortunate by the big man. Ball came in. Dylan does well to be unselfish and play it to the wide open Adeniran. Just mishits it.
Another beautiful delivery from Connor Maloney from the left side. He has been dominant on that side tonight. 3rd-year player wearing the captain's armband with pride, with PC injured and unavailable tonight. Iskandarian skied on him a little bit, but a good clean strike from the youngster.
You see it here, Maloney beating his man on his left foot. Great service in, unlucky. Just pulls it back. He's got to do better than that. He'll want that one back. He'll go back and watch it. Just unfortunate. Adeniran.
Morgan worked from Nacho Bailoni. He had the first assist on Adeniran's first goal just earlier in the half, and then nearly a second there for a player who was questionable this week with a lower body injury. 28-year-old from Rosario, Argentina. By the way, U.S. Open Cup semifinal in Sacramento. They're moving to extra time, scoreless through 90 minutes between Sacramento Republic and Sporting Kansas City. Trejo under pressure. To Lem did well, but it's a free kick here to Las Vegas.
What other options does Coach Duran have on the bench that he can maybe make to really bring a spark? They brought off Bjorschel. They put in Eskandarian. He's done well individually on that right side to get balls in the box.
More midfielders than attackers available as Traore's cross is handled by Farr. You have there's Bromstead, who's been more of an attacking player recently, but also can play across the back line. Ima Elmaguer is an option. Nathan Sepulveda, three most likely options. Kel Keenan as well, more of a center back.
No, I really like that ball that's being played in. Hard and low, right in front of Farr, but nobody's making that run to get inside. All you need is just a little touch, and you've gotten back into the game at 2-1.
Skandarian earns a throw-in. 2-0. San Antonio FC. First half goal from San Abdul Salam, his first with San Antonio in the 34th minute. Assist from Justin Dillon. Came from the beautiful corner kick from Fabian Garcia. Here comes San Antonio looking likely for a third here as they continue to build. Good challenge there. Marcina thought it was a foul. Maurice says play on. Hard challenge coming out of the back from Quezada. He grabs his leg. Yellow card is shown.
A few hard challenges right there. This ball bouncing around, guys getting stuck in to a challenge. You know, when San Antonio is forward, you always feel like they're going to end on something good, right? They get numbers forward, and they're super confident, and they know that. And it just, you don't have that same feeling when Las Vegas goes forward. You always feel like it's just going to end in something. Maybe Jordan Farr picks the ball up on a cross, or, you know, the final pass isn't there. It's just a big difference between the two teams, and maybe that's the reason why San Antonio's top of the table and Las Vegas are in the playoff hunt.
Sixth place entering play tonight. As the rain resumes. Travis Adegana, the referee.
Not happy with something. Ball's not good enough. Lightning. Got a little bit of confusion on the field. Players want to know what's going on.
Alan Marcina on the field.
See it here, strong challenge, ball bounces around, just not quite on his feet.
Feels like a very late hydration break.
Surely it's not a hydration break, is it?
Through 85 minutes.
Now it looks like it's got to be a weather delay, maybe lightning in the distance. You got to see the fans leaving as well.
No official word from Las Vegas if it is full time. Is it a weather delay? All we know is San Antonio FC leads 2-0 as the officials sort it out. Travis Adegana checks the watch.
Surely he didn't start the clock when the lights went out at the beginning.
A weather delay from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. About 5 minutes remaining plus second half stoppage time, and San Antonio FC leading Las Vegas Lights 2-0. A weather delay from Cashman Field in Las Vegas, second of the night. The first one delayed the first half by 15 minutes. Again, the goals. Saad Abdul Salam is first with San Antonio FC. Then in the 64th minute, Sam Adeniran, his 5th goal and only 8 appearances on loan from Seattle. We'll be back with more updates from Cashman Field. There are 85 minutes at San Antonio FC leading Las Vegas Lights 2-0. Welcome back. After a weather delay caused by lightning in the area at Cashman Field, play will be resumed. Peterson with Josh Gardner, the former MLS Cup champion. A 2-0 lead for San Antonio FC. And we're back in play. Las Vegas Lights in black. San Antonio is in white. Goals from San Abdul Salam and Sam Adeniran. The difference in this one, and you've been in these situations before, Josh, after a delay. What's the mindset for Las Vegas down 2-0 with just 5 minutes left plus second half stoppage time?
That's tough. It's a mind game now. It's you got 5 minutes. Can you throw everything into the box? Can you get numbers forward? Can you get opportunities? But it's definitely difficult to come back onto the field. Knowing that you're 2 goals down against the top of the league. I mean, how do you respond?
A long delay after the kickoff was delayed 15 minutes due to lightning in the area. San Antonio in position for its 10th road win of the season, extending its lead atop the USL Championship table.
Now you notice the last 5 minutes, you see how many numbers in the box. This is what should have been happening.
This is to the back post. It's headed out by San Antonio FC. Quezada with Crisostomo. A good clearance again. One of the man of the match candidates for San Antonio FC. It's the captain, Connor Maloney, with the clearance.
He's been all over the field tonight, doing his job, being a leader.
Crisostomo. Trejo. Dispossessed. A feint of a clearance and then put up the sideline by Abu. It's picked up by Crisostomo. Corner kick goal delivered by Fabian Garcia, touched by Justin Dillon, and put home by Sad Abdul Salam, his first goal with his new club. And then in the second half, the loanee from Seattle Sounders FC, Sam Adeniran, with his 5th goal in 8 appearances. After a frustrating game for him, he missed a few chances, but then a bolt of lightning up the left side just smashed it off the underside of the crossbar and the roof of the net.
Yeah, missed a few chances early on, making the wrong decisions at the wrong time, and you know, he gets his chance. That's what great strikers do, is they get their opportunities and they do put one away.
For Las Vegas, 2 good chances for Cal Jennings. One was blocked by Fabian Garcia. Then about a minute later, good low delivery from Traore to the back post. Good effort from Jennings, but he could not get there with an outstretched leg. And then about a minute later, that was Sam Adeniran with the 2nd goal for San Antonio. But this team, in position to go to 16 wins and 1 tie, no defeats when scoring any goals. 10-0 with multiple goals scored, and 14-0 on the year when scoring first. It's a remarkable formula for Alan Marcina at San Antonio FC.
Now, when you have a team of older players, they know what they need to do when games are on the line. They've won how many games with just 1 goal advantages, and they get the job done.
Quezada with DeRoma wide to the left. It's Mohamed Traore. Low delivery, and it's cleared. Corner kick coming for Las Vegas Lights. A tough circumstance tonight for San Antonio as well. Only 5 available reserves, including no backup goalkeeper. The captain, PC, is out due to injury, but no problem. A 2-goal lead as this Cerritos corner's kick is handled by Jordan Farr, who's in position for his 9th shutout in just 17 appearances this season.
And he's been good in goal, coming out strong, hands and crosses, punching the ball out when needed to, and hasn't really given up any rebounds for Las Vegas to capitalize on.
Farr, with 12 goals against in 17 appearances this season. Las Vegas had won 5 of 6 before tonight. San Antonio FC had won 5 in a row, conceding only 1 goal during that time. Coming off the Copa Tejas victory at El Paso for the first trophy in club history last weekend. Now in position to go to 10-2 away from home this season. A team with a chance to break some records at the USL. Most wins, most points. And you figure after tonight, they played 20 games and 12 of those away from home, a home-heavy second half of the season. Here's Traore crossing. Farr let it go. Decent decision in the end. It's a deep throw in for San Antonio FC.
Now you just wonder if they would have started the game this way, getting numbers forward, getting balls in the box. Could this game maybe be a little bit different towards the end?
Well, thunderstorm swept through Las Vegas right before kickoff, delaying it by 15 minutes. The first 15 to 20 minutes were tough for Las Vegas going into a stiff wind. Things settled down in the second half, but Vegas could not score. And you see Enrique Duran just frustrated on that sideline in his coach's area, watching his team trying to break down this stout San Antonio FC defense.
It's really taken 85 minutes for them to actually show a little bit more livelihood in the final third, and I think that's what Coach Duran is wanting more of. Can you believe? Can you take your opportunities?
Great cut back from Traore. He's in the box. He pulls it back towards Ordaz. It's left there by Skandarian, and now Adeniran will run 1v2 and an open field tackle there from Lyon.
Yeah, really lucky there. You can see the big man has great feet, great vision. Unlucky in that last touch, but you're 90 minutes in, 90 plus in, and he's still able to run.
Chrysostomo's cross. Jennings still working, turning. It's Cal Jennings laying it off. Headed for Trejo, but it's dealt with well by San Antonio FC. US Open Cup semifinal ongoing from Sacramento. They're in a penalty shootout. And the first save has been recorded by Vidiello, the goalkeeper for Sacramento Republic. Sacramento looking to get to the final to meet Orlando City, which won tonight at home. 5-1 over New York Red Bulls. Orlando City will host the US Open Cup final. Traore crossing. Jennings trying to invite his teammates in, but good work tracking back. Mitchell Tainter, who started every game this season. Another player in his second stint with San Antonio FC. Had a stop with Sacramento Republic last year. There's 70 appearances with Sacramento between the two stints. But a return to San Antonio FC, and I think he's going to get some consideration for USL Championship Defender of the Year. He's kind of one of the anchors of the back line. This team has conceded only 14 goals this year. If they continue this in the second half, he'll be in contention for the awards.
No, he's having a good campaign this year, and definitely in talks for Defender of the Year. A few seconds left of this game.
Closing stages from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. San Antonio FC will win its 10th game away from home, its 6th consecutive game overall. They move 3 points further clear at the top of the USL Championship standings. Full time from Cashman Field. Goals from Saad Abdul Salam and Sam Adeniran. And San Antonio FC has done it again. 14-0 on the season when scoring first. Now 10-2 away from home. Comprehensive win in Las Vegas tonight.
No, it's a dominant performance by San Antonio FC. Coming in, you got your man of the match here in Quezada. Really pushed forward, got the opportunities that maybe Las Vegas needed, tried to beat the goalkeeper off his line early in the first half. But really the only name we spoke of this entire game.
Man of the match presented by Laborers International. Hardest working guys, and Quezada worked hard tonight. And the match presented by Layuna. San Antonio FC just rolling through the USL Championship. 1 goal conceded in 6 games during this win streak. Alvaro Quezada, man of the match, presented by Layuna. Laborers International, the hardest working guys in Vegas. Full time as the rain falls at Cashman Fields. San Antonio FC 2, Las Vegas nothing. We wrap it up after this.
Port of Subs is celebrating 50 years as your neighborhood sandwich shop. From a single sub shop in Sparks, Nevada, we've grown to serve local communities all across the western United States. Things have changed over the years, but every sub is still sliced fresh, served on fresh baked bread, just as we did 50 years ago. Visit your neighborhood Port of Subs today or order online at portofsubs.com or download our app for easy ordering and special offers.
Sliced fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Yo sé que tú puedes.
Tú puedes hacerlo, yo creo en ti. Estoy tan orgulloso de ti. No estás solo, estoy aquí para ti. No te rindas. Deja de fumar y vapear, por favor.
Please.
Sigue intentándolo, vale la pena. Eres la persona más fuerte que conozco.
Fuerte.
Yo te admiro.
Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro.
Eres mi modelo a seguir.
Deja de fumar y vapear hoy.
Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí.
Hazlo por mí.
Hazlo por nosotros.
Nuestros niños están mirando. Para obtener ayuda gratuita para dejar de fumar y vapear, llame a la línea de ayuda de Nevada al 1855 Déjelo Ya. Es el 1855 Déjelo Ya. 1855-335-3569. Por mí, por ti, por nosotros. Viva saludable.
As a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Lights, Security National Mortgage Company is looking to help you score your next big goal, buying a house. Our process is simple with in-house underwriting, processing, and closing, keeping you informed from start to finish. With our Snap Home mobile app, you can look for a home, get financing, and more right from your phone. Together, we can outmatch the competition. Contact us today and let Security National be a part of your home team.
I foster because I believe that everyone can do something to help people. I make the children feel loved and let them know that they are part of a family. One of the myths about fostering is that your home isn't big enough, that you don't have the resources. DFS has a wonderful program with information and other foster parents that we can talk and network with. If your home has love, kindness, and a heart, you're a foster parent.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by De Castro Verde Law Group, where they treat you like family. By Wendy's, download the Wendy's app today. And by Cox Your View, catch replays of the Lights every Saturday at 10 a.m. Post-game from Las Vegas, the visitors, San Antonio FC, so good away from home, 10 wins and 12 road matches this season, and a comprehensive victory tonight. Full-time stats, Matt Peterson with Josh Gardner, the former MLS Cup champion. And these heavily favor San Antonio FC, the team that finds ways to score and take the most of its chances. And they did that tonight, winning 2-0 in the first meeting of the season between Las Vegas and San Antonio.
Well, they've got some older players. You see almost everything goes in favor of San Antonio, 19 shots to 12. Possession really not needed whenever you've got guys in the box. Crosses are coming in. 4 yellow cards, obviously, to San Antonio, but 2 goals on the end by a great San Antonio FC team.
Peterson with Josh Gardner. It was kind of disappointing here for Las Vegas at home against San Antonio FC, and now it's 4 straight away from home. Las Vegas actually has been better away from home than at home with 5 wins on the season. What are the keys for you for Las Vegas going on the road beginning this weekend?
Well, I think you got to push this game behind you. You got to focus on the next match, which I believe is against Atlanta. And I think that's a game where they can really get 3 points and then really focus on one game at a time.
And San Antonio deservedly now, I think, the favorites in the USL Championship to win the title. This team is just gaining momentum here in the middle of the summer.
Well, with 19 different lineups in this season, I mean, they've got depth, they've got players who can score, they've got guys who can keep the ball at the back of the net. They're a well-rounded team.
That will do it from Las Vegas. 2 delays, one right before kickoff, one around the 85th minute. It did not slow down San Antonio FC. Here was the opening goal. The Frenchman, Garcia with the corner kick, flicked on by Justin Dillon and stabbed home by Saad Abdul Salam, his first goal with the club. That set the tone for the night. Big smiles from Saad Abdul Salam. And then the second half, the loanee from Seattle Sounders FC, Sam Adeniran, with the second goal. Full time from Cashman Field. San Antonio 3 more points away from home. It's 2-0 to San Antonio tonight.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.